Good day everyone. Welcome to Teacher Julie channel. Hello everyone. We have our new lesson in Earth and Life Science, which is all about source of heat in the Earth's interior. This will be the first quarter topic and week 2. This lesson is under the milk-based. For the most essential learning competencies, after going through this lesson, you are expected to describe where the Earth's internal heat comes from. So before we start on our proper discussion, ask the students on the following questions. How is heat originated in the Earth's internal surface? What are the sources of Earth's internal heat? And what are the different processes on heat transfer? Endogenic processes are geologic processes that occur beneath the surface of the Earth. These processes are facilitated by forces that cause the Earth's surface to move. These forces are called the endogenic forces. These endogenic forces are driven by heat. This heat is categorized into the following. The first one is the primordial heat, which is generated during the Earth's formation. And the second one is the radioactive heat, which is generated by long-term radioactive. The figure shows how the Earth closely resembles a giant thermal power station. It is powered by convection currents that heat the surface by taking energy from the rocks buried deeper underground. At the very center of this giant factory, we have the inner core and the molten outer core moving outwards, and we have the terrestrial mantle followed by the Earth's crust. The outer layer of the mantle and the whole of the crust are sometimes collectively referred to as the lithosphere. The lithosphere is at times compared to a puzzle comprised of 12 enormous pieces that move against each other to the rhythm of the powerful subterranean currents. These puzzle pieces are known as the tectonic plates, and the boundaries between them are places where one frequent find earthquakes and volcanoes, which is the permanent source of the heat. A major source of Earth's heat is radioactivity, the energy released when the unstable atoms decay. Examples of this are the radioactive isotopes uranium and potassium and thorium that found in the Earth's mantle. These are the first sources of decay that produces more heat early in the Earth's history than it does today. The reason for this is that fewer atoms of these isotopes are left today. Heat contributed by the radioactivity is now roughly 1/4 than what it had been when Earth was formed. Production of heat within the Earth over time by radioactivity decay of uranium, thorium, and potassium. Heat production has decreased over time as the abundance of radioactive atoms has decreased. The heat from the Earth's interior is distributed through the heat transfer. Heat transfer is the movement of thermal energy from a hotter place to a colder place. Heat transfer can be classified into two, such as the conduction and the convection. Conduction heat transfer by direct contact of particles of matter, whereas the convection is a heat transfer when a fluid such as air or a liquid is heated and then travel away from the source. It carries the thermal energy along, which creates a current. This happens because warmer particles tend to rise while cooler particles tend to sink. Convection currents occur when the warmer parts of the fluid rise while the cooler parts sink. Convection can also occur in some solids. For example, pressure and temperature condition in the Earth's mantle allow mantle rock to slowly convert. Hotter rocks rises and cooler rock sinks in mantle convection currents. This process is related to the several other processes, including the movement of the tectonic plates and the outward transfer of Earth's internal heat.